As heating bills rise for many Americans each winter, more than 360,000 Amish individuals have found a way to stay warm without relying on modern heating systems. What's even more impressive is that they're managing to stay warm in large homes, spaces that would typically cause energy costs to skyrocket. If the Amish can keep their homes comfortable without spending a fortune, perhaps it's time we discover their secrets. Let's take a closer look at how the Amish heat their homes and how their methods could help reduce your heating expenses. Let me introduce you to one of the Amish community's most brilliant heating solutions, the rocket mass heater. While many homeowners are familiar with traditional fireplaces, this centuries-old method of heating is extremely efficient at warming up large spaces. Imagine the rocket mass heater as the sports car of wood-burning stoves. Sleek, efficient, and capable of getting the job done with minimal fuel. What makes these heaters truly remarkable is their ability to extract maximum heat from just a small amount of wood. Whereas a traditional fireplace might burn through a whole cord of wood in no time, a rocket mass heater can keep your home warm for hours with just a few branches. The secret to its efficiency lies in the design. Unlike a typical fireplace, which loses much of its heat up the chimney, the rocket mass heater functions more like a heat-storing battery. The fire burns intensely in a specialized combustion chamber, creating temperatures so high that nearly all of the wood is turned into heat instead of smoke. This heat is then absorbed by materials like cob, brick, or stone, which act as a thermal battery, slowly releasing warmth long after the fire has burned out. Here's where it gets really impressive. A single small load of wood, about the size of your arm, can continue to radiate heat for 12 to 24 hours. That's right. You could load it up in the morning and still feel the cozy warmth when you head to bed at night. And these heaters can maintain a comfortable temperature of 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit in spaces as large as 2,000 square feet, perfect for family gatherings or those winter quilting sessions. But before you start daydreaming about warm toes, there are a few things to consider. Proper ventilation is essential. You'll need a well-designed chimney system to ensure the safe expulsion of combustion gases. While the initial setup might require planning and effort, the long-term savings make it worthwhile. Some users report using up to 80% less wood than with traditional fireplaces or wood stoves. An added benefit? Many rocket mass heater designs come with a flat top surface that can also be used for heating water or cooking. Two birds with one stone. Imagine a built-in stove powered by the same system that's keeping your home warm. Now that's efficient living, Amish style. When their wood piles start to dwindle, the Amish turn to another tried-and-true heating solution: the coal stove. Especially popular in Pennsylvania and Ohio's mining regions, coal stoves have been keeping Amish homes warm for generations. In areas where coal is more readily available and affordable than wood, coal stoves are the reliable marathon runners of heating. While wood stoves require frequent attention, a well-loaded coal stove can provide consistent heat for 12 to 24 hours on just one load. This means no midnight trips to stoke the fire, especially welcome during those cold winter nights. The Amish typically install these stoves in basements or on the first floor, where they can efficiently heat the whole house through a smartly designed ventilation system. Here's a clever trick from the Amish playbook. When the coal stove is in the basement, they often install ventilation shafts above. On especially cold days, they pour a little water near these shafts. As the water evaporates, it helps distribute heat more evenly throughout the house. Kind of like having a simple, yet effective, whole-house humidifier. In terms of cost, coal stoves are quite economical in the long run. In mining regions, coal typically costs between $100 to $150 per ton, and 1 ton can heat a medium-sized home for an entire month. Compare that to the average American family's monthly heating bill of $200 to $300 during the winter, and it's clear why the Amish stick to this method. However, coal stoves do come with their challenges. The initial investment can be significant, with quality stoves ranging from $1,500 to $3,000, and there's the matter of coal dust, which can create a bit of a mess. Proper ventilation is also key, as burning coal produces more emissions than wood. But the Amish have perfected this method over generations. The true beauty of coal stoves is their consistency. Unlike wood fires, which can be temperamental, coal burns steadily, providing reliable heat throughout the day and night. Some Amish families have been using the same coal stove for over 50 years. Talk about long-term value. As one Amish farmer said, "A good coal stove is like a good horse. Treat it right, and it'll serve you faithfully for years." Moving into slightly more modern territory, let's look at the third heating method the Amish favor: heaters powered by propane, kerosene, or natural gas. You might wonder how these fit into the Amish lifestyle, but the answer is simple. Since these heaters don't rely on electricity, they align perfectly with Amish values while offering efficient heating. These heaters are like the sprinters of the heating world. They heat up quickly, unlike wood or coal stoves, which take time to build up heat. Within minutes of lighting them, you'll feel the warmth, a welcome feature for an Amish family coming in after a long day working in the fields. These heaters also have the advantage of minimal maintenance. No ashes to clean, no logs to stack, and no mess to deal with. Many models are also portable, so families can move them from room to room as needed. Cost-wise, these heaters present an interesting picture. A typical Amish family might spend around $20 to $25 per month on propane or kerosene during the winter, which is still significantly less than the average American household's heating bill. The initial investment for these heaters is also relatively modest, with basic models starting around $200 to $300. However, there are some challenges, such as the need for proper ventilation, fluctuations in fuel prices, and ensuring a steady supply of fuel. But the Amish have mastered the art of fuel management, often buying in bulk when prices are lower. The true advantage of these heaters is their flexibility. Whether you need quick heating for a small space or consistent warmth for a larger area, there's a propane, kerosene, or natural gas heater that can handle the job. Here's where things get even more creative. The Amish have figured out how to use their lighting systems to double as heating sources. In the absence of electricity, they've ingeniously combined heating and lighting. The star players in this setup are the mantle lamps, which can raise the temperature of a room by 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit while providing light. Running on propane or natural gas, these lamps are among the Amish's most heat-efficient lighting solutions. Another crucial element of this system is the wall-mounted gas sconces. These fixed-position lamps are strategically placed throughout living areas, creating a network of small heat sources that work together to maintain a comfortable temperature. It's like having a team of tiny radiators that double as lighting fixtures. The Amish often install these sconces in spaces where families gather in the evening. During the winter months, when the days are shorter and more lighting is needed, these fixtures provide extra warmth exactly when it's most needed. Since the lights are on anyway, any heat generated is essentially free warmth. The system is remarkably cost-effective too. A typical gas lamp might consume about $15 to $20 worth of fuel per month, which covers both lighting and supplemental heating. In true Amish fashion, this is a practical solution that makes the most of available resources. On particularly cold evenings, Amish families often plan activities in the same room, benefiting from the combined warmth of multiple gas lights. It's not just about staying warm, it's about creating a cozy atmosphere that brings the family together. Now let's heat things up even more with another impressive Amish solution: the Masonry Heater. Think of it as the heavyweight champion of wood stoves, but with a PhD in heat distribution. These sophisticated systems, made from brick, stone, or concrete, are experts at extracting and storing heat. In a small combustion chamber, the fire burns intensely. But instead of allowing the heat to escape up the chimney, the Masonry Heater traps it in the dense walls. These walls act like a thermal battery, quickly absorbing the heat and then slowly releasing it over the next 24 hours. Unlike traditional wood stoves, which need constant feeding to maintain warmth, a Masonry Heater can heat several rooms with just 1 or 2 fires a day. Light it in the morning, and you'll still feel the warmth the next day. The heat is so efficiently stored that you'll barely see any smoke coming from the chimney. Just a gentle heat wave shimmering in the winter air. These heaters are often located in Amish living rooms and become natural gathering spots on cold winter days. They stay warm to the touch, providing a comfortable place to gather. Some Amish families even build benches into the Masonry Heaters. creating the perfect spot to warm up after coming in from the cold. The beauty of masonry heaters lies in their consistency. They provide steady, reliable heat throughout the day, unlike the intense but short-lived heat of traditional wood stoves. It's like comparing a sprint to a marathon. Both get you there, but the masonry heater takes the slow and steady route. Now, it's equally important to understand how the Amish keep that warmth inside their homes. While others crank up the thermostat, Amish families stay warm thanks to smart architectural choices that make their homes incredibly energy efficient. First, their floor plans are designed with efficiency in mind. Not too big, not too small, just the right size for maintaining comfortable temperatures. Rooms are arranged to allow heat to flow naturally from one space to another, with a central living area serving as the heart of the home. Another key feature is their window placement. South-facing windows are part of a passive solar heating system, capturing the winter sun's warmth when it's low in the sky. Additionally, the Amish make clever use of low ceilings and lofted spaces. Heat naturally rises, so by keeping ceilings lower, warm air stays closer to where it's needed. And those cozy lofts? They're warmer thanks to the heat that rises and collects up top. The Amish are also masters of using thermal mass to keep their homes warm. Soapstone, for instance, is a dense material that absorbs heat like a sponge and slowly radiates it back into the room over 6 to 8 hours. In Amish living rooms, you'll often find soapstone strategically placed near heat sources to continue radiating warmth long after the fire has gone out. But the Amish don't stop at soapstone. Their homes often include a variety of heat-storing materials, such as clay walls, brick interior walls, and ceramic or stone flooring. This clever use of thermal mass ensures a steady, consistent warmth, unlike modern heating systems that constantly cycle on and off. It's like drinking from a steady stream of warmth instead of a fire hose. When we break down the numbers, the savings are impressive. The average American family spends between $1,500 to $2,500 each winter to heat their homes, while the Amish typically spend just $600 to $1,000 per season, about 60% less. And while there's more physical labor involved in chopping wood, maintaining stoves, and managing coal supplies, the savings make it worthwhile. As one Amish farmer put it, "We heat ourselves twice with wood, once when chopping it and once when burning it." To sum it up, the Amish approach to heating is not only more economical, but also more sustainable. Many Amish heating systems last for generations with basic maintenance, unlike modern systems that often need expensive repairs or replacement after 10 to 15 years. So the next time your heating bill makes you groan, consider this. A community of people is staying warm for half the cost. Maybe it's time we all learned a little something from the Amish when it comes to heating our homes efficiently.